I don't know who here uses Rekordbox, but I thought I would walk you through how I use it. I'm very into Rekordbox. There's so many possibilities within it in different ways you can prepare stuff, categorize it, name it, play it. It's honestly pretty amazing technology. Here's a track. You can put cue markers for where you want them to start, and I use that a lot. Like, I'll count in exactly where I think like the beginning of the momentum is on a track, so it'll be exactly 16 bars or something when I launch it. So that way, when it reaches the 16th one, something cool's probably going to happen. Like, I can just guess that it'll work well with the other one if I count it in and drop it at the right time. And then in this one, for example, the beat will start automatically looping when it reaches this certain point. And you can do that just by doing something like this, and then over here, and then you like press this loop, and then as the track plays, it'll like directly fall into that loop. And then in a one like this, I know that this string part will start right here, and it's going to be dissonant with something else. So I'm going to make this automatically fall into a loop so that it won't pass that point until I'm ready to like exit it. So you have a lot of power in that way, because then you kind of like are in control of what's happening in these songs. You're basically live remixing them. And then another cool thing is, so this one's on top. I chose these in advance. You can see that they're green. That means that they will be in key. Rekordbox has like an AI where it will know the key charts. So it will, across different keys, show you which ones will be compatible, which is really awesome, because tracks that might seem dissimilar will like perfectly go together, because they maybe even it's not even a bass line that has a note or something, but just the kick itself has a note to it and a tone, and then it'll sort of make them fall in together nicely. And then the tags I was talking about, if you click this little thing here, I used to have a much more granular tag system where it was like genre, BPM, and then I learned that it was too detailed to the point that I didn't even use them. So now I keep it very minimal, where it's only, as you can see, there's only like 15 tags, and it's basically situation based. In the peak techie, groovy, proggy, or whatever list, it can have all kinds of different stuff, but they'll just have that in common. I don't have to know exactly what I'm going to play. I can just be like, I'm just feeling something like this, and then I can see like a whole bunch of tracks will be in there. And then you can view them on the CDJs. This is like a preview of what it'll look like when you're on the CDJ. So you can put as much stuff as you want, and it'll automatically add anything that's tagged. And a lot of times something that's like in this late night deepness folder will also be, it could be also a peak track. It could be, you can tag them in multiple places and they'll appear in each category. So this famous track here, you can see this is peak techie groove, even though it's definitely, famous techno. But that's like in a situation in which I might want to play it. And then it's also late night deepness, it's also sunrise uplifting, and it's also a good last track. Although I would not say that's a fun last track. I should untag that. I really recommend learning all about Rekordbox to anyone who's learning how to DJ. It's the best.